Hi, everyone. I am LaJoy, and I am back with encouragements from Babylon. And today we are still in Daniel chapter 1, but we are finishing up Daniel chapter 1. We're starting at verse 15, and I'm reading from the NIV Bible. So, at the end of the 10 days, they looked healthier and better nourished than any of the young men who ate the royal food. So the guard took away their choice food and the wine they were to drink and gave them vegetables instead. To these four young men, God gave knowledge and understanding of all kinds of literature and learning. And Daniel could understand visions and dreams of all kinds. At the end of the time set by the king to bring them into his service, the chief official presented them to Nebuchadnezzar. The king talked with them, and he found none equal to Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So they entered the king's service. In every matter of wisdom and understanding about which the king questioned them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and enchanters in his whole kingdom. And Daniel remained there until the first year of King Cyrus. And that is all of Daniel chapter 1. So, in the previous episode, we talked about how Daniel accepted the fact that he had lost his home in Jerusalem and he was now living in exile. He accepted the fact that he was going to be trained in the Babylonian literature and language, but he drew the line at defiling his body with the king's food. And he had found favor with one of the king's officials, and he asked him if he could not eat the king's food. And the official told him, "Why would I put my life in jeopardy and have you looking sick and the other young men are flourishing because I said you didn't have to eat the king's food?" And Daniel was saying, "Test us. Just give us vegetables and water and see how we respond, how we look at the end of the 10 days." And now we're here and they looked healthier. They looked better. They performed better. They were smarter. God bless them. Sometimes it's just about the anointing. Sometimes it's just about the favor of God. When you are in the will of God and you are following the guidelines that God has set for you to follow, the favor ain't fair. They were smarter. They were better in every way because God was with them. And you plus God equals the majority every single time. God can show up and elevate you beyond your wildest dreams, wildest expectations, because his favor ain't fair. It's just not. So this blessed me because it just shows how much God was with them. And that's our encouragement for today. No matter how bad the situation is, no matter how bad your personal season of Babylon gets, God can still bless you in it. God can still promote you in it. God can still show you favor in your hard place. So don't give up on God. Don't give up. Don't lose your identity. Don't lose your hope, because the season you're walking in is hard. Because God can send someone to show you favor, and God can give you the opportunity to show how well skilled you are in front of great people, high officials. He can put you in a place that makes you prosper, a place that you never even considered being in when you weren't in this season. Prime example, I'm a project manager. I have my PMP certification. I have over 10 years of project management experience. But I am on YouTube studying the Bible, sharing my revelations with people Would I have been doing this if I had never lost my job? Probably not. But it was because the season that I'm in, this is where God led me in this season. And I want you to think about that for yourself. What is it that God is having you to do in this hard season? What is it that God is guiding you so that you will be in a position to show his favor on your life that you probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to do if everything was going well? What is the shift that you had to make because of the season that you're in? So trust that God is with you. Trust that God can guide you, and trust that God can prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemy and in the presence of great men and women. Trust that this season is going to bring opportunities that you did not have in other seasons. Look for those opportunities. Pray and ask God to show you those opportunities. So I hope that you enjoyed chapter 1 of Daniel. If you missed the first couple of episodes, please like and subscribe to the channel so that you can stay up to date as we go through the whole book of Daniel and focus on the encouragements that Daniel gives us from Babylon. So be blessed.